this one gets started. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
He wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going. And the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Now, if you're on defense in this one, you've had a good play, you swat that pass away, but you better turn the page and get ready for it because it's probably coming again. You're going up against one of the top 10 passing offenses in the country. You're going to have to be really good in the back end all game long.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. Washington sends out the punt team. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He's got great speed. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's White. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Wide out in motion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Gets away from one, finds room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Georgia Tech pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those rambling wreck players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Escapes the sack. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. Gets it to the back. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete, because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. Inside the 30. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Harris. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The lone back's got it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Second and 10 here. Williams will pass. Fires toward the end zone. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of...
Touchdown, Mean Green. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5. And it's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Washington. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Washington right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
On the run, fires downfield. Got it in the middle, it's White. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, North Texas. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. Give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Running toward the tape. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can,
and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. The quick out. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Mean Green. And the beatdown has ensued. Getting set for the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
North Texas, 35. Washington, 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Getting some heat. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Dances away to buy time. It's caught downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
3rd and goal from way back there. Off the boot, looking for his man. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Husky.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Coming after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama is currently ahead early in this one, but they haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 7 over Wake Forest. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Huskies Chiefs have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Williams looking for a man. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
They're trying to get to it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter.
North Texas, 38. Washington, 7.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Turns it loose. Brings it down on the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Moving out of the pocket. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
When I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Caught in the backfield. It's White. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Touchdown, North Texas. And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
First down for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the 4th.
Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Fast motion from the offense. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert.
Great play by the defense. The offense was trying to catch them off guard on 3rd down by using the jet sweep to see if they could outflank them, but it didn't happen there. That defense was ready for that play.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The returner will field it and bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the score.
They're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after and was able to make the tackle for loss.
He wants to pass it on second down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do